Yeah. We sending this one out to all the ladies. As we proceed to give you what you need. You know I like it when your body go bump, bump, bump. Bad boy, B2K. Yo, talk to him, player. Yeah.
I like your little sexy style. Love it when you're getting wild. Girl in the club with me.
Come over here, let me talk to you for a minute. Yeah, I gotta tell you something.
Girl, you need to be in magazines with a crown on your head, 'cause you's a ghetto queen, like bling, bling, bling.
Come on. You fine, girl.
The way you're shaking that sexy body shaped like an hourglass. Give me some time. Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it, y'all.
I wanna get you to myself, you and me and nobody else, and do the
Yo, what's good with it? Y'all didn't think we was gonna play that whole video. Now y'all know I get struck for that shit. We ain't gonna play that whole video. Hecky no. What's good with it, everybody? How's everybody day doing? Just wanted to drop in for a little bit and come and um give y'all another little update on what we got going on. And just to let y'all know. Oh, by the way, I don't own the copyright to the music nor the commentary. Uh, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. If you haven't done so, please do so. Okay, now, so with that, we're going to talk about this guy, Frank Piazza. Now, he spelled his name. I hope I'm saying it right because it's spelled like pizza, just like the kind of pizza we eat. Pizza. P-I, no, it's not. Matter of fact, it's Piazza. So I stand correct. Now, I want to let y'all know, look, right? We got to be honest about this. This man, P. Diddy, is a very, very, very powerful man. We got to understand what we're working with here. You know what I mean? This guy, he's working with J.P. Morgan Bank. He's got and Chase bagging him and everything. He didn't messing with Revoke. He didn't mess with Ciroc. How you say that drink? Diageo, whatever that D word is. Diageo. I think I'm saying it right. I hope I am. This man P Diddy is working with some of the best. Got the best dang on lawyers you could ever. I'm telling y'all, this man is. I'm not trying to. It's not that I'm advocating for him. I'm not holding him up or nothing. But this man has really. He got his shit together. The people that he worked with. If you see, if y'all been watching anything on YouTube or anything, you will see how he been sliding the 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 sliding the lawyers little notes and everything, telling them when to object and when not to object. You know what I mean? He been doing quite a bit of things up in there, and the trial's been going pretty good. I ain't gonna lie, it's really going good for the defense. Now, when you listen to a lot of these people stuff, they gonna tell you that hey, they go day by day, and they say, you might hear one day the prosecution got it this day. The defense got it that day. Prosecution got it that day. Defense that day. But to be honest with you, overall, I give credit where it's due. The defense is really doing their thing, making and standing up for Diddy. And I have to be honest, right? Okay, if and not to be hating on Cassie or these women for whatever they alleged abuse is they going through or whatever. But check this out, right? These, if you think that the government care anything about these women and their sexual activities and what goes on behind and behind closed doors in the privacy of either their own homes or Diddy's own homes, then you are mistaken. Trust me, you are very well much mistaken. This government do not care about nothing like that. Okay, and you got to think about it, right? Let's be honest. Let's go there. Before we start this live, let's go there, right? Okay, so the government so the feds come in and raid his homes, right? They find a little bit of X pills. They find um all this baby oil. They find all the jail stuff. How you spell, how you say it, the accolade whatever, whatever that damn jail shit is. They find all this stuff. They find the eye drop stuff with the MDMA shit in there. You know what I'm saying? All of the stuff that they find in his crib. Now, let's be fucking honest. If that was you and I, we gonna go down. We gonna go down for the count. We are gonna go down for the count. We are going to jail. We're gonna do time. We can't afford that bond. We don't. I don't. You know. Come on, let's be honest. Our families ain't got them kind of properties, them things. If you a regular main family or whatever, we can't afford to put up no properties for our bonds and everything. You know what I mean? We can't do that. But somebody like Diddy, he can. How much time do you think he gonna get for these little punk ass drug charges or whatever? What can they do about it? If so, what, you know, I like to think like this. He's a rich man. He's a billionaire. If the man wants to buy drugs for his goddamn own people who are attending his parties and everything, and so be it. That's what they like to do. If if the women he's dealing with, if they like to trick off and play with each other and you know what I'm saying, if they like to give him his sexual preferences. He wants to go off in the corner and play with his thing and do all this, you know, and grease his little tootsie roll up and everything. Then so be it. What are we looking for here? Let's be honest. What are we looking for to happen here in this trial? Period. We looking for him to just go to jail for what? For Cassie's sake? Or we looking for him to go to jail, period, for what he did to her on that tape? Oh, that's what we're looking for, huh? Well, see, that's the reason I bring that tape up. Speaking of that tape, right? Now, you know, yesterday we had people that testified and said they never seen Diddy do nothing wrong. People that was, you know, you had the guy Derek Ferguson. He was a business person with Diddy or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Had all type of affairs with Diddy as far as business and everything. And he said he never seen Diddy do nothing wrong, nothing this and that. He never accepted, you know, money, you know, to do anything. He never used his money or his personal account money to be spending for things, doing this and that, whatever, you know. But whatever he did, take his personal money and, you know, and do was his business. It's not like, you know, there's a big difference. It's not like Bad Boy's money, Bad Boy Entertainment, their money per se, right, is, you know, it's being paid for with drugs. Okay, like, you know, when you think about it, again, I say, even if it was, right, how much time do you think he can get for that he can't bond out? The man can bond out. We got to be fucking for real with it. I'm just keeping it 100. The man can really bond out for shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So when you really think about it, this whole trial really doesn't even make a lot of sense in so many aspects. You know, when you look at the fact that Cassie already got her 30 mil out the deal. You know what I'm saying? All these other witnesses then got paid thousands here. You know, got a little money here and there, this and that and the third. When you look at it, everybody has been paid and covered, and the ones that hasn't been paid or whatever, what are they here for? They here for the bag. That's it. That's it and that's all. Because They recanting all their lies and everything. And like I mentioned yesterday, if you had Cassie up on that stand and she already say that this and that alleged happened and all that, how many more people do you need to come behind this woman and prove the same thing? Maybe one person, but you don't need no 4, 5, 6 people to prove that this man beat her ass like that. Okay? And speaking of that tape, again, let me get back to that tape, right? Let me drink more water right here. So we had a specialist guy came in today that took the stand. Goes by the name of Frank Piazza. Yeah, that's his name. So this guy Frank Piazza, he's a video specialist. He specializes in recordings and videotapings of all type of things and stuff that has to do anything that has to do with video recordings stuff. Basically, I don't know how to put it like the way they were saying it. I don't remember the word for word how they was really saying it and breaking it down. But there may be a problem, which we will go over this part. But there may be a problem with that tape. That tape must be maybe tampered with. There might be witness tampering with that tape. You gotta understand the security detail came from that was at the hotel, right? They got the tape. They the ones who sold the tape to Diddy. Before they sold that tape to Diddy, what do you think they did? They made copies. So they altered it. That's what they did, people. Okay? They altered it. They that's what happens when you mess with the tape. So what I mean by that, when I say they altered it, is okay. For one, you got the hotel, you got cameras, 4 different some angles or whatever, right? Each one of the cameras only moves on motion, right? Some of the cameras are updated. Some might maybe not. This is what they're saying. This is what this forensic guy. This is what the guy is saying. The video specialist, Mr. Frank Piazza, right? So with that, what happens is you got one angle of the hotel of the incident during in the hotel, right? Whereas let's say this happened at such and such 8:05, right? Okay. Then another angle. This angle shows that it happened at 8:15. You understand what I'm saying? And then this angle over here happened at 8:30. Then here go another angle. It didn't catch none of that, so it don't catch up to 9 o'clock or whatever, or close to 9, let's say, perhaps. Because the camera's moving off motion, right? So it's not getting everything. And now it is getting everything, just about everything, but it's not, it's like it's just off by seconds and or minutes or whatever have you, right? Then you got the other guy. Damn, what the hell is his name? Damn, I thought I wrote it down. I don't even remember. I think I did write it down, but I don't know where I wrote it at. But anyway, the other guy that took the video with his iPhone 6, he has a video. You understand me? Now that video right there is the one that is I think that might be the one that Diddy actually bought first, that he actually got first. That video that guy had before he even purchased the one from the hotel guy, from the hotel security. So just think about it. You're looking at a lot of different vision. You know what? I mentioned this to Cookie too. I told her, I said, baby, you gotta understand. You got that hotel videos, and then you got that video from the man that was down the hallway in the room or whatever. They're gonna have to have all those videos combined at once. And this guy right here, Mr. Frank Piazza, he explained how those videos could be altered and tampered with because of those seconds and minutes is being off and everything, right? And make it look like it's and due to the fact that the video being copied and made into like a collage video. You see what I'm saying? This guy that's especially, he took the video, they took the videos and made it into a collage. He took the videos, made it into a collage, and made it look like what it's supposed to look like, as if it was one whole video played out. So they in court today, they played it. They kept on stopping and going back, rewinding and doing this and that, and playing in slow motion this way, going forward, playing slow motion, going backward. This is how they broke it down while they was doing the testimony today. It's so crazy because they took all day to do this. Like, for real. They took all day to do this. So let me go over what I wrote down today about this guy, Mr. Frank Piazza, right? So Piazza took the stand, right? So you got the AUSA come in, or doing the question first, right? AUSA asked, how much was his hourly rate that he would get paid? This guy said, so he responded, $295 an hour. That's not bad, huh? Not bad at all. So hey, he does his job. He does a very good job. Now I see why he's a specialist and he gets paid for it. Okay, so I trust his word. If he say that them videotapes has been altered and tampered with, them videos has been altered and tampered with. Anyway, how you want to look at it, right? So he's the one that analyzed the cell phone videos and the surveillance, and the surveillance from the hotel. He said it was, at first he said that it wasn't tampered with, right? Then they played the video again in seconds of frames. Okay, that's when when everything was like getting all tricky and everything. So Piazza responded, you can choose the motion of the cameras, right? The cameras only keyword only turns on when there's motion, but it causes timestamp issues. That's the problem. Then they rewinded. Then they rewinded the camera. Then they rewinded the video to show something in the court, right? Okay. So then the AUSA asks, does it have different angles in it? Asking about the camera. He responded, yes, it shows black screen. Now that's another issue, right? Now we all know that it's a difference with those cameras when they show black screen and the ones that show color, right? That may be an issue right there. And making it an issue with the jury, even looking at it like, hey, this a blurry vision, maybe this look like that, maybe this not, maybe this, hey, they could even say, hey, this don't even really look like Cassie, whatever. You remember she was in that hallway a lot with that coat, which she had a coat on and had that hood over her head. Remember that? So, okay, so Piazza then explained and described that the video, frame by frame, right? So they continued watching and explaining the videos to the jurors, right? And then they had a break. And this was earlier during the morning. You know what I'm saying? When so they broke pretty quick. They took a briefing right quick, and then they came back. Piazza still on the stand. He testified that the recovery that he recovered 10 sex videos from a laptop that Cassie turned over to the government, right? A total of 10. So the videos originally recorded in 2012 to 2014 were recovered from Diddy's alias name, Frank Black. That's the name he used for the freak offs and stuff, right? That's his user profile um, name on the laptop. Okay, so then the Mark Garrickos, he did the cross examination, right? So there wasn't that many questioning, and believe it or not, now that is the only. Now you would think it would be a lot more questioning to that, right? But there wasn't. There wasn't a lot of more questioning to this. Mark Garrickos, he did the crossover for this. Okay, so Garrickos asks, how did the videos come to possession? Come up to possession. Then he said. They were exported and trans. How you say it? Transcoded. They were exported and transcoded, probably by the prosecution, of course. Okay. So then they review and come up with different analogies of how things may happen in there during that time of those little time stamps and those little breaks that's in between their videos and everything. So that's what they do. They gotta come up with some type of little analyst, and analysts and stuff to feed to the jurors, to give them a straight up point blank idea, let them know what's going on. So the testimony was over right there. Then the government calls the young lady Bryana. That's crazy. That's how quick that was. We talking about once again another 20, 30 minutes, real quick. Questioning was real brief. Okay, so Bryana, the woman who say that Bryana is the woman who say that Diddy, he dangled her over a balcony. And this is the thing that should be interesting. Now she claimed that he hung her over a balcony, 17 floors up. I'm kind of concerned about this part because I'm wondering if he really hung her over the balcony, or did he really, grope her like she said so, right? So as we read on, the AUSA asked her, what work do you do? What work did you do? She say fashion design. What did Mr. Combs do to you? He said hang her over a 17-story balcony. They showed her a picture. Say, who was this? Showing a photo of Cassie. She responded, right? She said, my friend. I met her in 2013 at the Young and Reckless, the streetwear company. So this must have been the clothing company that they had. Then at Diamond Designs, probably another clothing company or something like that. I don't know what that is. I don't know how to explain that. But so then they asked her, how would you describe their relationship? Puffy and Cassie, of course. So I said to myself when they asked her that, I'm like, huh? How they jump all the way to that? We talking about a young lady that he supposed to have hung over the balcony, right? So I'm thinking to myself, like, what this got to do with hanging on over the balcony? But then I continued to listen. And I'm asking, What did it say? I'm asking Volatile. Oh, Volatile. She said, I didn't want to meet. She said she didn't want to meet. She didn't want to meet with Diddy right away. She said she had seen a black eye, but she begged, but Cassie begged her to meet him, right? So the AUSA asked her, where did Mr. Combs stay? She responded and said, I think in Beverly Hills. Combs, Nicole Westmore said objection. And then she yelled out speculation. Okay? I don't know why, don't ask me. I don't know why. It's a reason for everything though. So then they said, what did you do with Cassie? So she responded, drugs. Plain and simple. She just said drugs. And we went shopping. We'd hang out with Deontay and others. Yeah, and others. Then the AUSA asked, is this a photo of you and Cassie shopping? She said yes. In April 6th, she said on April 16th, Diddy text Cassie. I forgot. I didn't get that year quite well, but Diddy text Cassie and asked where she was? She sent him a list of where they had been, right? Not no one place where they was at, but she sent them a list. A list. Now, ladies, let me ask y'all something. When is it in the history of niggerodama that y'all send a nigga a list of places where you at? Do y'all really do that? Type it in the chat for me. Let me know something, because I don't know. Throw the fire flames in the chat. Okay? Maybe. I don't know. I ain't never known my old lady to give me no whole damn list unless she just saying, okay, the whole day is over maybe, and then she talking to me in conversation or through a text and saying, yeah, well, we went here, we went there, whatever. After that, and maybe she was on her way home and said this. I'm not so, but when he come out saying, where you at? And then she giving them a list, well, we been here, we did this and that. That shit kind of, skeptical there. But so then, right, there was an objection. And after that, AUSA asked, did her or Cassie tell Diddy where they had been? She said no. She said no. Bryana. She said no. They did it. No. After she said no, she said, how did it make you feel? She said they asked her, how did it make her feel? What? So again, Nicole Westmore, again, objection. Judge say overruled. Overruled. I'm guessing this is why Diddy be writing. Like I said, I'm guessing this is why Diddy be writing them little side notes and stuff, right? To throw off. They probably doing that just to throw off the jury. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking like what's the purpose of that, right? I don't know. But that's just, yeah, so it's just, I believe it's just to draw a little distraction or whatever, right? To the jurors. Or maybe it'd be some type of litigation going on where would then they asked her, right? They say, where would you sleep? That's asked by the AUSA again, right? She said the couch or the goddamn balcony. The couch or the balcony. I don't know what type of weather they got, whatever they doing, but I'm not sleeping on no balcony. I might sleep on the couch, but I'm not sleeping on no balcony. Okay? Ain't no type of little vicious animal. I ain't no telling what type of little vicious little rodents and animals and things they got out there in them places they be at. Okay. Then they asked her, did Diddy come over? She said yes. He banged on the door and came in. Do you know how? Is what the AUSA asked him. She said, I don't know. He was upset and he threw a knife in her direction. Pause. He threw a knife in her direction after he then banged on her door and barged in her house. Right? This is just crazy. This nuts to me. If he banged on the door and just barged in her house without her permission, what are charges at for that? Don't that seem like there should be some charges? I'm just being honest. I'm keeping it 100, right? But at least for one thing, she was a smart bitch. She ain't playing no games because she threw the knife back at him swiftly. They said that's how they spoke. That's how they said it. So the AUSA asked, "Were you doing drugs?" she say, "I don't recall. I don't remember." Oh, so she don't remember now. Now she don't remember. She don't recall. She don't recall if she did drugs or not, but she remember all that, right? So if she didn't, if she didn't let him in, like I say, what was the charge? Why he getting get charged for that, right? Y'all following me still, right? Where y'all at? Okay, where y'all at? So the AUSA asked, "Did you see any injuries on Cassie?" I'm like, huh? He just threw a knife at her, right? What about that? This is why it be so confusing with some of this stuff in these transcripts. Let me finish though. She so she so she showed, wait, who was that? Bryana. Oh, okay. So she showed Bryana. So oh, okay. So she showed Bryana on FaceTime. So she showed Bryana on FaceTime before her makeup she put on for something called For the Perfect Match. I don't know what that was. Maybe some type of little movie, some type of something they had going on. They never descriptively said what it was. So the AUSA asked, "What did she say?" She got quiet. That's what she did. She just got quiet on FaceTime, showing the bruises and everything. She didn't say nothing about the bruises, really, how it happened, who did it, none of that. Diddy got this woman trained or something, right? If y'all thinking like me, that's what I'm thinking. Okay? Are you under um subpoena? They asked her. She said yes. She said, I won't get in trouble if I'm truthful. Are you under subpoena? Yes. I won't get in trouble if I'm subpoenaed. Duh, dummy. Of course not. So then they asked her, did Combs provide you drugs? She said yes. One was called G. Now I never call. I don't even know what that drug was. Y'all remember? Because back a few lives ago, we named all the drugs and all that. I don't even remember nothing about no drugs named no G. She said, I am not a avid user. I guess repeated user, a user of, or a user of ketamines. I guess is what she talking about when she said this. She said ketamine, weed, or cocaine. Okay? This is what she said. Speaking on her Diddy, right? Okay. And it's doing, and like I say, this is these drugs type of shit. This is what rich people do. Okay? So we know this. So the AUSA Act, did you try with Cassie to stop drugs? She said yes. We tried to cook, but there were a lot of drugs around. So she's talking about them trying to cook during event, like a party or something going on there, whatever. But her mind been, kind of thrown off a little bit because there was, so many drugs and stuff like that being around. This is what she said. Woo! So y'all gotta give me a little quick break right here. Before I'm gonna read the rest of it, but before we read the rest of it, let me pull this. Let me pull this up. Okay, let me pull this up. If I'm trying to see if I can show it to y'all. If I could show, if y'all could, if y'all could see this, if you can't, okay, I'm gonna see what I can do though. I'm trying to show y'all. Y'all remember the young lady yesterday that was acting all crazy in the courtroom and everything? Y'all remember I told y'all about that, right? Didn't I tell y'all I was right about who that young lady was? I told y'all I was right about that crazy chick. I knew that damn woman had to be.
What's going on, y'all?
I'm gonna try to
Day
find it.
15 of the Sean P. Diddy Combs trial. Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Let's go.
Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. They showed a little quick picture of her, real quick. I don't want to play this video actually. Just give me a second here. I just wanted y'all to see how she looked. This lady, her funny looking ass. If I can get it to stop right at the exact point, and they show like a little picture of her. She, like I said, she had her hair. You remember how back in the days how people used to wear all them Jerry curls, and then they comb it out and make it look real slick. So she had she like a slick back shorty from the west side of Chicago. I'm trying to tell you. I wanted to show y'all this lady. If I could find it, I'm gonna show y'all this lady. I told y'all, and just in case y'all didn't catch it, I think Denai had on his page too. I ain't gonna go search for it like that. Y'all can go check it out if you want to. But I remember that I seen the picture of her on this clip. I was just like, wow. I seen the little quick picture of her. I'm trying to see if I can find it. That's why I'm doing this. I had to do it this way because if I didn't, I'd pass it up. You know what I'm saying? So y'all forgive me. Like I said, I'm trying to find it. That's not her. Oh, I just saw it.
Running from her.
Y'all see that picture? Y'all see that picture of this lady right here? This young lady right here. So this is the lady right here that got kicked out the court yesterday. Oh my God. They say that bitch jumped up advocate for Diddy like, hey, Diddy, these motherfuckers is doing you wrong. So this lady right here with the pink headscarf on. Now you can't see her hair. Oh, I swear. Like she went in there and she had that scarf on. So that might have been, and I think that might have been the reason why they kicked her out too. Because on top of her having, they like you to remove everything off your head when you go into the courtrooms and stuff like that, even the young ladies and stuff. But she kept blurting out stuff and inside the court anyway, and talking crazy to the other people sitting next to her and stuff like that or whatever. So that was the reason why they put her out the courtroom. This is the young lady right here. If anybody y'all coming in, you know what I'm saying? I just wanted to show y'all right quick the picture of this young lady. This woman is fucking. She is crazy, but she's on a couple of the YouTubers. She's on a couple of other YouTubers like Denat. She's on his. I know she's on his feed. She definitely looks crazy. I am not gonna lie to y'all, but I just wanted to show y'all that right quick. There was nothing. There's nothing in that clip that was really spectacular, nothing like that or whatever that we ain't already been going over. You know what I'm saying? I really wanted to find a clip of something that spoke about what's going on that really went going on today in court, but it really wasn't. What we going over right here is really fine, to be honest with y'all. I hate to make this a short line. That's why I dropped the link in case anybody wanted to come in and come and speak, speak their mind about the case or tell how they feel about everything that's going on up to this point during the trial or whatever. What they feel, do they think he should be free? Do they feel, how they feel about the outcome so far? Do they think any of the witnesses credible? Do you think the lawyers are doing a good job? You understand? Do you think the prosecution is winning such and such 75% to 30 or whatever, however you want to put it? That's why I put the link in the chat in case anybody wants to come up. So now we only got a little bit more reading. So I'm just letting y'all know. So this young lady Bryana, she's still on the stand at this point. And then they cut it off. They cut the questioning off about 3:00. So, and I don't like I say, I only go through this and do like a summary. So it's not, unless you read the transcript, that's the long version. But I only pull out the real, the real deal, the meats and the potatoes. So, it is what it is. So, okay, so the AUSA asks, have Mr. Combs ever threatened you? She said yes. The AUSA, let me show you a photo from April 2016. Oh, that might be that's that day, April 6th, 2016, from back when I said April before earlier, a minute ago. I mean, I think that's that date. So they asked her, she said, who is this? Then they showed her a photo of a photographer, is what they did, right? So then Bryana said, Puff came up close to my face. She said Puff came up close to my face and said, I am the devil and I could kill you. So they must have been showing her, they must have been describing a picture of the party that was going on during the time of that the little event right there, what was happening, that some picture that probably got posted or something on social media from when Puff said that, probably one of his little Halloween things or some shit he be doing, Diddy crazy. So then the AUSA asks, were you taking drugs that day? I had to laugh at that because you know why? That's probably something I would have asked her ass too. Like, just being a concern. You know what I'm saying? Just being a concern. And are you crazy? Are you sure you weren't taking drugs that day? Did he really come and approach you and say, I am the devil and I will kill you? let's be for real, right? So she responded. She's like, yes, probably cocaine. You know how the young white girls be talking, yes, probably took cocaine. Like it wasn't nothing. Like she just blew a blunt or something. Are you fucking kidding me, right? Okay. So Westmoreland asks, how about different drugs? She said yes. Westmoreland asks again. She said, you told the government, right? You recall he was charging at you. You remember that much, right? That's what she said. She said, don't remember. Here we go again. Again, I don't remember. I don't recall. Again, you gonna remember whether it was whether it was in 2016, 2013, any other goddamn team. You gonna remember when this devil came at you and he's charging you, right? Okay. So first she told. Here's another thing too that I wanted to point out. So first she told the government that she was smoking a cigarette on the balcony, right? But then she testified it was a blunt. So either you smoking a damn cigarette or you smoking a blunt. Anywhere it go, your ass was high, right? So who know what to fucking believe? You might be high right now while you was on the stand, or while you was taking the stand earlier, right? Not too long ago. Okay. So Miss Westmoreland, she asks, didn't you first say Mr. Combs essayed you on the balcony? She showed them where his hands were on her. Meaning his hands were, you know how a man come from behind the woman and grope her chest and hold her big breasts in his hands or whatever. Now this what she said. So she said and explaining how he came behind her. He supposed to have allegedly groped her, right? So my only question was, did he really essay her or and grope her, or did he hang her from the balcony? Because I can't really imagine somebody groping you from behind, right? Y'all work with me here. Put it in the chat. Let me know. Am I crazy? But I can't imagine somebody groping you from behind, grabbing your damn chest, and hanging you from the balcony at the same damn time. Make it make sense, people. Let's be for real. Let's keep it 100. Can y'all explain that to me? How do you grope somebody, man or woman? How do you grope somebody from behind and hang them from the balcony at the same damn time? I think we might have to figure that part out, because that don't make no sense to me. But during this time, though, I admit one thing: the prosecution really didn't object to anything during this whole time. They really didn't. Remember, I said Miss Moreland. The defense, she was the one who objected those times. So during this whole testimony of Bryana, she didn't really testify. Wasn't no objections during this whole time. Now, even though the day had been over with at this point of period of time, so Bryana's going back on the stand tomorrow. They really wasn't through with her. They was asking the judge because they get like 30, 40 more minutes or something like that. But of course, once they got to that 3:00 mark, they like, nah, they wasn't going. So You know. So yeah, they really wasn't gone. And I don't really think she can remember nothing. To be honest with you, I think she gonna keep on saying she don't remember. I don't recall. I don't recall this. I don't recall that. You understand what I'm saying? They train them people. They pay them people. They train them witnesses how to respond and everything to those questions. See, and whatever they don't remember, they gonna just simply say, "I don't recall." You got to remember, they granted immunity. Ain't nothing being said can be used against them. So whether they lie on the stand or not, what do it now? Right? And they pay. You gotta understand, man. These women is, man. These chicks are paid. They are paid by the government. They paid by P Diddy. It's a lot. It's just so much going on. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, at the end of the trial for the day, the judge said that the jurors could go home till tomorrow to 11 o'clock. So I don't know. Hey, depending on how I feel, what's tomorrow? Thursday. I would say, man, I might do. I don't know how I feel about doing my early lives. I ain't gonna promise that, but I would like to do a live early while they be doing the transcript reading. Y'all want to read the transcripts? Ain't nobody said nothing, so I don't know what y'all want to do. I really don't. I don't know what y'all want to do since everybody's scared to talk. So, feel me? But I really don't know. It is what it is. Um, but yeah, that's all basically what had happened in the trial today. Um, on the short form, you know what I'm saying? That was all what happened, what was asked in the trial basically. As we started out in the beginning of the live, I broke down and told y'all how, how I think that the tape might have been tampered with. So if you didn't hear that part, so just in case y'all that's coming in that didn't come into the chat yet, type in the chat yet or whatever. If you didn't catch that part, you might want to go back to rewinding to the beginning of the live, where I explained that part and broke it all down. You know what I mean? Because that tape might be tampered with, y'all. I'm be honest with you. I got a real strong belief in that tape might be being tampered with because of that time stamp frame that they talking about of how it it has those different time frames. It might that might be a problem with the jurors, putting everything together and trying to conclude uh some type of coming to some resolution with that tape. That really could. They I always thought that if the tape has been tampered with, then then they can't use it. But at the same time, what do it even matter? The tape already been shown, right? The tape been shown like 100 goddamn times. So it's all over the internet, right? So it don't even matter. Like today, they kept on showing the tape. They kept on showing the tape. Back and forth, back and forth. What difference do it even make? You keep on showing the tape to the jurors and everything, and the defense, you know what I'm saying? They don't want to object to the tape. They don't want to object to it because they already know it's right there. It's right there in front of you. The evidence is right there. But all I see is domestic violence stuff. Ain't none of the stuff that these people, that these analysts, these forensic analysts, these specialists coming to the stand, ain't none of that has to do with no RICO charges. Ain't none of it got to do with no sex trafficking. I don't understand. What we doing here, people? I don't understand what these people got going on. Maybe it ain't meant for me to understand, but I'm just keeping it 100. I don't see I'm not seeing what's really going on here. It's kind of crazy. I don't see no RICO. I can't say that. I'm telling you. I mean, those that may not agree with me on it and may feel different. I understand. I understand. Y'all looking at y'all minds is confused. Y'all looking at the tape. Y'all looking at the tape. But if you take the tape out of it, what do you got? You have nothing. You have nothing but a rich man who spends money behind closed doors the way he wants to feed off to his people, whether he was feeding it to celebrities or whatever. Okay? Whether he was feeding to celebrities, doing whatever. These people do stuff like this. This is the way they live their life. This is the way they live. This is what they do when they rich like that. They can spend money like that. They not like you and I. Okay? They do other things to have fun. You understand? They live out their dreams every day. We have to take a trip to live out our dreams, right? You only live once, they say. But these people, they can live every day. I mean, what are you gonna get the man on? Like I said, you're gonna get him on some type of pussy drug charges and he bond out. He already been in jail, 7-8 months, right? Think about it. So how much time he supposed to sit in there for a damn? You think for a damn domestic? A domestic alone. I mean, for real. I just don't see it where it's at. So all I'm saying is, hey, and I'm not judging, I'm not judging. I feel sorry. I mean, my heart goes out to Cassie, her mother, these women during this trial. I really feel bad for them or whatever. Some of them was blessed with what they got. They had their experience. They lived out their dreams. They've been there for decades. They've been there for years, the decades. They've been there. They wanted this life. They signed up for it, and then they got what they got. I won't say get what they deserve, but they got what they got. Exactly what they wanted. You understand? Anybody can come. Hey, the link is in the thing is in the thing. Anybody want to come in and speak and say something, come up here and talk to me, have a time. Maybe we can talk about it, whatever. We can go, let me know what y'all want. It's up to y'all what y'all want to do. I got time. What's good with it? What's good with it? Y'all let me know. I'm just saying. Y'all let me know. Okay? That's like I said. I don't even know why. I'm looking at, as you go through YouTube, and I keep on seeing, I'm seeing everybody steady talking about this tape. They even got Rolling Mind over there going off about the damn tape. Shouts out to my boy Rolling Mind. That's my boy right there. I mess with him. Now they got they saying that they got that boy Ray J talking again. Come on now. Ray J supposed to come to, he in the courts talking about talking about Ray J being one of the dang on drug dealers. Oh, come on now. Why you ain't locking his ass up then? Like I say, I'm not here to advocate for that man. It's not even about it. It's not about that. But if you're gonna lock the man up, lock him up for what he done, for what he do. Shit. And all I can see is domestic violence. I don't see no sex trafficking. I see certain things that blend in and maybe you could stack the chips a little bit, throw a little bit of icing on the cake, here and there. I see a little bit of syrup getting on the pancakes. But most of all, overall, I don't see that much. I really don't. What do y'all see of Rico? Everybody, y'all going around here, y'all yelling, talking about Rico this, Rico that, lock him up, he should go to jail. Y'all comparing him to R. Kelly. Okay, well, y'all don't want to come in and talk about it then. Nobody want to talk about this. Put the truth out there. Only thing everybody want to talk about is the goddamn tape. Okay? That's it. That's all I see. I don't. All I see is every woman that got up there and then testified, okay, has recanted on every story that they told to the government. Every last one of them. Prove me wrong. Everybody that done got up there and told a lie at least 3, 4 damn times in each and every last one of their testimonies. Now, if you can prove me wrong, come on with it, and you show me and tell me, fuck it, we'll pull up the clip. I'll show it. I'll play the clip. I'll play the clip. This guy, the Punisher, he becoming famous now. He all over the internet. He on other major platforms telling his story about this, about what's been going on, and how Diddy let Cassie do this or whatever, and how as the transcripts read that when the Punisher came, right, how he wasn't supposed to say nothing to Diddy, just let her do the talking, and she direct, Diddy direct and tell her what to do, how to do this, pour candle wax on them, and do this and that and the third, and and you don't say how the Punisher wasn't supposed to say nothing to Diddy, it's crazy. This whole thing is just weird. I don't know about y'all, but I really feel like, man, it's this shit is crazy. I, man, I'm being honest, man. I believe this trial. I don't see this trial going on no more than another 2 weeks. Estimated time. I can't really see it, and that's including the time the jury get their goddamn instructions and go in and do everything they supposed to do and come with a verdict. That how many witnesses that you gonna pull and pull and put on that stand? They ain't already got somebody up there talking about his accounts and all his money and his business affairs. Y'all done had that between last week and this week now. So what else do you need? You done had your specialist up there about the videotape. Okay? The man is a specialist who's been in business for over 20 some years, 30 years maybe. Okay? And only thing he messed with is this video and recording thing of recordings and stuff that got to do with the government. That's all he messed with. Them the only type of cases this man has had. He's made a career of this. So we gotta trust his judgment. If that man say that the tape has been, it's a possibility, some of it has been altered, then we gotta trust that man's judgment. Okay? It's a possibility. And that's what they're saying. So, but again, it is what it is. Maybe we come back tomorrow, I don't know. If not, maybe Friday. Y'all boring. But I appreciate everybody that come in. Coming over here to rock with your boy. As always. It's not a problem. It is what it is. We make it do what it do, baby. Make it do what it do. Yep. Make it do what it do. Definitely. But like I say, no later than Friday I should be back. And maybe I'll do a Saturday live too. See how, depending on how things go. I gotta be somewhere Saturday morning, yeah. So until then, I appreciate y'all for coming by. Much love, two fingers. Remember, everything is always G.V.O. and good vibes only. And we out.
A different kind of high. You know, feel me on this. Ladies and gents, your dopey host presents extravagance in the lady frame. Leaving cum stains, niggas remain all. When I go to Dillinger, throw it to your jaw. Never a flaw. Never before have you seen such magnificence in the Black Princess. Yes, flows for numb, I'm the bomb Ziggy. Ask Biggie, keep a dedicated squad with me. Call us the Gabbana girls, we dangerous. Bitches pay a fee just to hang with us. Trust, niggas lust without a bank account. I doubt we could swing that route. Feel me out, I'm used to hanging with boosters in the best name brand with the insane clan. Man, listen, my position is lieutenant. Like a block of hash, got the burning to Bennett. Send it, I send it back to your greasy, freaky Arabic style. Shamukh daha steezy to please me. You got to be well off, bust a shell off with a tattoo that starts off.
Yeah, ma, I love you like the lie. I got ya, since music, can I feel ya? All I wanna do is touch ya, the ultimate rush, the drug baby. Yeah, ma, I love you like the lie. I got ya, since music, can I feel ya? All I wanna do is touch ya, the ultimate rush, the drug baby.
To my niggas that trickle a do, to my bitches that suck tickle a do, why the niggas lick the middle? I'm the Don, y'all. High drippin' John Paul 40 year weird. Yeah, enough glorifying, lyrically electrifying. Bitches be lying about the clothes they be buying. Some stores won't even let you whores in till I begin to embarrass that ass and get crass. Kim's a pass, all foods. Bitches still drinking booze. I sip crystal and live food. Receive all the oohs in the arms, the Jews in the cars. Slip nigga, I'm sticking you, baby paw. Yes indeed, flows first class, and yours is coached like the bag. The brother mama, jog 5 miles a day, then I hit the sun. My girls rock Chanel and smoke mad
yeah,
marijuana.
I love you like the lie. I got ya, since music, can I feel ya? All I wanna do is touch ya, the ultimate rush, drug baby. Damn, ma, I love you like the lie. I got ya, since music, can I feel ya? All I wanna do is touch ya, the ultimate rush, drug baby.
Inhale this, clench your fist, then ya feel the mist through the uterus. Can ya picture this? Life without me, wake up you're having bad dreams. Cause you're fiend for a tote, my crew totes and mink coats. On the sail with the boat, what you thought? We get caught and get bailed out? Fuck the jailhouse, Tennessee on the rocks is all we got as we sail out. Entrepreneurs, pissed out paws, be glad we ain't taking yours. Born, huh? I'm warning ya, style waits for no bitch. I dream rich when I fuck with scratch and sniff. Now I stack the shit, practice it, so no bitch could tap the shit. Miraculous, so I can relax a bit and get my toes split. The drugs, nigga. Drugs.
Damn, ma, I love you like the lie. I got ya, since music, can I feel ya? All I wanna do is touch ya, the ultimate rush, drug baby. Damn, ma, I love you like the lie.